All right, and we are live. Welcome back, everyone. It's been a few weeks, but we all survived mostly. How's everyone doing? How did the prep go, Jess? Is your what's it going okay? Stage
No,
weekend, something?
yeah, we had our tech week, and then we've had 4 shows so far. We've got 3 more this weekend, but it's going really well.
You'll need to send me a link to the stream of it or something so that I can.
There is
it.
no stream. It's not being recorded.
No one's recording my player Jess.
How dare they?
It's a very small theater, so a camera would just get in the way of a bunch of audience members.
Grammy or whatever it is.
I don't know. Maybe I can convince my mom to go in and record with her phone. It's public domain, so.
Expert camera work. Here we go.
Yeah.
I want to see you before you earn your Grammy.
My Grammy?
Or whatever it is for theater. Anyway, we have an announcement to make. We have a new subscriber since 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
So the second aside, this is going to sound really sad, but it had 10 views and 3 likes, which is a full 300% of what our normal view count is. So yeah,
we're giving up in the world.
I would like to say that none of those views are for me.
Yeah, same. My best host.
Me neither.
Oh my god, right.
Y'all people.
So it actually was people who aren't us. That's how you know.
I had like 3 weeks to watch it.
I just didn't want to.
Jeffrey, I'm so depressed right now.
I'm hurt that I wasn't asked to be in it.
Oh.
I'm indignant.
Are there people in the asides? I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
What happened? The last one was 2 dragons who kind of sounded like they were fucking, but they were siblings.
I've not seen that.
I guess you'll have to find out now, won't you?
Yeah, you'll have to watch the 4.5.
Someone give me a synopsis.
Jeffrey,
you need to watch it.
Jeffrey, is there a transcript?
Is it on Wikipedia?
Wait, actually, is there a transcript? I would read it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
I would read it in seconds flat.
I wrote the script.
I don't know when you're freeballing it, Jeff.
It's like I wrote, directed, and edited it.
A director.
I need you to understand that I have depression and ADHD.
Hey Jeff, is this your passion project?
I paid real world money to actors to voice act this so that you guys could get some more world building. And half of you haven't watched it.
Yep.
Makes you feel
yeah. I create so much content. Oh my god, writes to us. I create so much content for you, Jeffrey. I really do love this game. I don't. Boy, it's a big ass.
Pasta.
We're all neurodivergent queers, Jeffrey. Some of us need words. I love you so much. I'm so sorry.
Can you just try listening to it?
Yeah.
Can I read along with it, though? A bitch do be hard of hearing.
Whatever. Let's just get going. Cries late at night on the run. Magic ties falling night.
moon shines down. Be careful who you trust. If only you must stay alive with them. Take your time, solve the crimes. It's better off when you're gone.
And we are back.
Woo!
Back and settled again.
Yeah.
I missed last week. I'm glad we're back.
Last time in the Unsung City, Cleo prepared a breakfast that sounded so good that we all had to take a break to get food. Afterwards, the gang split up to cover more ground. Cleo, Maria, and Dimitri went off to see Dimitri's family and get a cow for Cleo's mysterious performance. Meanwhile, Shamrock and Fritz went to Gubol's shop and to investigate the mall where dozens of people mysteriously died. Formerly and Edwin went off to the library to research further, but what will they find out in the windswept streets of the Unsung City? For some reason, those two disappeared from here. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Okay.
I see them.
So,
I see the old ones.
oh, you see the old ones?
Yeah, now there's two.
What do you
And
mean?
they're gone.
I don't know.
Okay, the old ones are now gone.
Yeah.
Unsure. We are going to start the session off by everyone rolls on the Touched by the Fates table.
Fuck. Oh, Shamrock coming in clutch.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm carrying. Oh, here we go. It's all coming in.
Yeah. Oh, Maria, bring
Oh,
us
wow.
home.
Oh,
Hell
we coming
yeah.
in.
So
We doing this? We out here?
3 minuses.
Edwin formerly getting carried by the rest of the team.
Yeah. The nerds are too busy focused on books. They don't
Yeah.
have time for things like good boy and bad boy points.
Yeah, clearly.
We're just fucking smart.
You have to be a bad boy to go to the library.
Yeah, only real bad boys could learn. That's why Arthur
cool.
carried his library card.
So, where's my city music? Okay, so when we left off, I believe we had just finished wrapping up Team Dimitri Cow. So
Yep.
let's. Did we get to do the library?
We did, I believe.
We did.
I think we did.
Yeah.
Yep. All left was Team Magic
Team
Items
Mall.
and Plague. Yep, Team Mall.
So
Team, let's go fucking shop.
A boy and his robot.
Boy and his robot. But kind of like a boy. You know.
A grown adult non-binary individual and a robot who probably is somewhat equally genderant.
So true about that.
Don't need gender. We got gears like these.
Huh? the gears.
So, we rejoin the group at Google's Gizmos and Gadgets. As Shamrock and I believe it was Fritz.
Yes.
Shamrock and Fritz were going there to do some shopping. Sitting at the table is Jig, and it appears to be a young elf is also sitting at the counter. Seems to be behind the register ringing people up. Jig greets you. Hey guys, how's it going?
It's been interesting.
I'm sure that's not lobster.
Sure, why not?
Shrimp or lobster? It's lobster.
Hey, Alec,
You said it was
can you
shrimp.
mute your conversation?
You said it was shrimp earlier.
Alex.
I
Am I
had to
muting?
mute you because the stream. Anyway,
It's been an interesting couple days. Finally actually got a house above my head, so let's see what happens.
okay. So, what are you here to purchase? Or are you just browsing the discount bin?
Browsing a bit was also need to ask, I believe Sasha, Beatrice asked me something. I think it's Sasha. I can't read my own handwriting.
Who? Tell me the character's relation.
Something about magic crystals. I was told by the cat to come here and ask about that. Yes.
Yes. So, so Cleo told you that as far as she knows, the ship that they were on ran on some mysterious
Tantor magic
energy.
crystals I have listed down.
Yeah, and all of the appliances were plugged into the wall of the ship, and that strange energy went into the appliances and powered crystals. Some heated things, some cooled things. Refrigeration, heating, that kind of thing. Some charged electrical items just by being placed near it.
Huh.
And she told you that so you had asked Cleo and Akio what they knew, and they're like, shit's wizardry to me. They don't know much about electronic or technology other than plug it in and it works. And you would ask Beatrice, and she says she didn't know a ton, but she would like check her belongings and see if she had like a manual to something somewhere. But meanwhile, someone had suggested the idea that you could talk to an artificer about the issue. Also, you had I believe someone had talked to I believe it might have been Dimitri had talked to Annabeth, and she had mentioned that there was an artificer who managed to make her mecha shift weaponry, and I believe it was on the back burner for you to see if Google could recreate that, or if you could learn how to do it.
Right. Everyone needs an artificer.
If only there was one in the group.
If only, just it's a real shame.
So you're browsing a little bit and doing some digging on crystals. Fritz, what are you doing?
Okay. How much was that weird sleepy time potion I took? How much did that cost? It was like 5,000, right? Or like 2,000?
I don't remember.
Let me see if I wrote it down somewhere. I think I just ticked it off my expenses.
I assumed you wrote down the value of
GP. Well, I took it, so it's not on my sheet anymore.
Unfortunate.
Oh, I see where I was doing math. I'm not gonna do reverse math.
Well?
Okay, so butter, bandages, lightning bottles, and the dream potion. I spent 400 GP? That seems like way too little. Lightning bottles are 50 each. Bandages, I think, were like 25. The butter was also 50.
I have the thing
100.
for bandage rolls standby. Think.
Like, I have all the item cards still. I think it was... I guess if we're doing the reverse math on that, it was 200. But I feel like that seems... I'm pretty sure I paid like a stupid amount. I'm pretty sure I spent $2,000 on that one friggin' potion.
Yeah, I would have said it would have been at least 500.
Yeah, she was a fatty.
Yeah, bandages are like 5 gold a foot, so...
Let's say it's 500 GP, and
Okay.
figure out. Market's changed. It's 500 GP now.
He said, "Damn, the only person that's bought it is this weird elf."
There's demand. Raise the price.
Still just sitting around.
This kid's buying her stuff, right? Skyrocket prices.
Yeah, any way you slice it, I'm absolutely gonna buy another one of the. Let me. Is it in my trash?
So are you just like digging through the bins for random shit, or is there anything in particular you're browsing for? Either of you.
I want more of those bottled lightnings. Those were fucking cool. Those were nice. I would like
Buy as
more.
many as you can afford.
We've got money, baby.
That we do.
Yeah.
I forgot that we do.
Yeah. We have a whole casino now. We stole so much stuff.
I forgot from last time, and I looked at my character sheet and I saw 1,600 GP, and I was like, "Oh, that's right, we have money now."
You only have How poor were you before?
Very poor.
Buddy, we need to bankroll your ass.
Not anymore. I have 1,600 GP.
That's still not a lot in comparison to like the amassed wealth.
That's true, but I'm good.
Damn, gonna be a sugar daddy.
You do still have technically have access to what's you could just give him what's left of the wealth for that of what's her name, the Kitsune had that you guys still have.
Oh, you forgot your own character's name. Sad.
Rin?
Shut up, Rin. Yes.
I mean, I don't think we really got the wealth. I just got bequeathed the swords, and I'm not selling that shit.
I mean, technically, there was still stuff in your apartment.
I thought you took it all with you. I was not told this.
She never took it. She left everything there.
Oh.
I specifically said that. Remember, GM?
I believe you left everything, but they I probably forgot, so it's probably still sitting in Shamrock's apartment.
In Shamrock's abandoned
dust.
apartment.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Well, I hope the next tenant enjoys that money.
God. Or just we pay a late night visit and oops, the door opened somehow. Totally not Tucci's lockpicks.
No, why would it be? I'm just gently caressing the door.
And oh look, free shit. I'm just gonna put those in my bag and time to go. Bye.
How crazy is that? They just have this free shit for anyone to grab.
I know, right?
Really considerate, really generous of them.
Truly blessed.
I don't even know why I bother with you people.
Oh,
Because we're amazing and awesome, and so are you.
First
I tried to
over
get
half
away
of
on
the
what your
group.
moral compass is, and it's just like impossible.
I mean, hey, it's my house. I just haven't paid for it for a while.
You just haven't paid rent on it in over 3 months.
That was only 2.
We have so much money.
Whatever.
But also we have a
Some house pay
house
well.
now.
hmm
Okay. So let me do more math.
Okay.
So
Well,
I
that's
guess while
fine. Shamrock, why don't you roll me D100? That sounds fun.
oh boy, let's see a 1. Oh, close.
2.
A 3, no less.
All right. Sounds like a fun time. You find. Let's see. 1, 2. Ooh. Well.
Sounds
Digging
fun
through the
already.
discount bin. Digging through the discount bin, you find a pouch of exploding pine cones.
Aren't those just called grenades?
That's exploding
Huh.
pineapples.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
You get it's a pouch of 5. Basically, you can light them on fire and throw them, and they explode. 2d6 fire damage. You can also use them
Interesting.
to brew potions.
All right. As I quickly note down things for options.
Okay. What else have
Huh.
you done?
Can I also dig in the dollar bin before I spend 2,250 gold pieces at this establishment?
Absolutely. Are you digging in any particular bin or just in general? You're just looking for anything, or are you digging for specific items which I might use to narrow down this like half a gig folder of custom magic items?
Yeah. I'm not looking at scrolls. I'm not super looking at potions considering how many potions I'm about to buy. So I'm looking more for like physical objects or like potentially small weapons.
Are you looking
Yeah.
for like a weapon specifically, or just like anything
No.
small?
Just like small stuff.
Just something offensive.
Just looking for just having some retail therapy, but like not anything that requires me to read. And then also I'm about to buy so many fucking glass bottles. I don't need more glass bottles.
Okay.
More glass bottles. Got
Cool
it.
stuff. Let's see what you get. Oh, that's lovely.
Huh?
You somehow find the bubble blade. The wielder can create an unlimited supply of bubbles.
Oh, that's an item in a different game that I'm.
The only thing that can, if you pop the bubble without using the point of the blade, you are covered in soap.
I love that. That's very, very silly.
Be great for plague times.
Yeah.
Downside is, while you have it drawn, you do taste soap in your mouth.
Oh. Okay, hold on. As somebody who's had a lot of soap in their mouth over the years, are we talking bar soap or are we talking pump soap?
Why?
Let's say...
I had a
Times.
Roman Catholic grandma who didn't like when I used the word stupid.
Whatever the one... a mildly unpleasant taste. Not something you probably want to keep around.
Okay, it's not dial soap.
It has
It's not
no
dial gold.
mechanical effect, but it is disgusting.
Okay.
As you're pulling it out, another thing falls out.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to have, like, flopped out with it. It looks like you have found some kind of flamboyant golden armband.
Ooh, that's more my speed. Who is she though?
What?
What does she do?
What's she do?
It doesn't say. There's no tag on it. No, like most of the stuff in the bin has like a card on it that tells you something about it. There's no tag on this. Not even a price tag. It's just kind of there. Now, Fritz, I know you are of the utmost moral character, and you would never even consider pocketing anything, but there is no one looking at you right now.
And I do have a sleight of hand of 9. This thing's absolutely cursed, is the thing. Where it's just like, I could put this on right now.
Do you want to use an identify spell?
I don't have an identify spell.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Sure is, ain't it? Got detect magic. I can know. I know that that doesn't tell you what school it is. Just gives you the aura. No, you can learn mid school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll ping it with my Eldritch sight.
It's definitely magic.
What kind of magic? What school, George Glass?
Enchantment, I believe.
Oofa doofa! Yeet yoink! That's a 24.
Alright, excellent. So, you're positive that no one saw you pocket this item?
Cool. I will still buy things though, because I'm not a complete and total. I'm about to spend 2,000 gold at this point. I can steal something as a treat.
You guys can keep digging in the bins.
I'll take another pull.
Okay.
Ba-doop. 72.
70. Ooh, I like that one. So put the exploding pine cones aside.
Just want to keep rolling on tables. Rolling on tables is fun.
We went just past the cursed blood items.
Oh, shame. I have no blood.
To the forked tongue.
I don't have a tongue either.
It is it's a magic item. You can, when you attune to it, you put it in your mouth, and it basically, like, replaces the end of your tongue and turns it into, like, a serpent fork. And, it's got a once per day power that lets you tell any lie to a target, no matter how ridiculous. There is a wisdom saving throw involved, but basically you could tell a whopper of a lie and have a really good chance of it passing.
Well, that's interesting. Alas, I have no mouth or tongue for that to work with.
Maybe one of your companions would want some.
With great power comes great responsibility, and my party's not responsible. Let's put that back and keep looking.
It wiggles in your hands as you put it back down.
Shaped like a friend.
Wipes his hand on his coat and keeps looking. It licked me.
Spirit King, we are currently, I have 2 of the party members doing some shopping.
Alright, I'll do one more random pull and then I'll just go for something generic if I don't like it.
I didn't realize you were talking to someone in the Twitch chat.
Yep.
We have people here. 54.
Whoa. So what are you digging for specifically?
I mean, Shamrock really doesn't use weapons. He doesn't really use consumables much, but you know, sometimes you just need that one utility item that just you wouldn't think of normally, and just it's going to help you just solve your problems. So I mean, not really looking for armor, not looking for weapons, just something interesting.
That's a shame. Okay, well, we'll pass that one up for now. And
Oh,
next time you can get it.
dang.
Assume you don't want the bag of infinite cats.
Oh god, it's all my eek.
Let's see.
We've established that he has a lap that cats love laying in, though.
That is true.
It's canon.
I
We
just
have
be covered in
strictly
cats all the time.
established.
It's in the notes.
It's self-warming.
It says Shamrock is a little man with a lap so
the
nice.
Jar's infinite bees.
Bees.
Who put my boy
But I'm
Constance
Not
in
afraid
the
of
the
car?
what
bee.
I'm afraid of what she would do with it.
I'm sorry, my first thought is turn that into a vial, put into my flask lock, and just infinite bees.
I mean, it would save us from a pollination issue.
I think we have
Why?
bigger problems than that.
Right now, yes, but eventually,
Oh,
gotta be
God.
thinking ahead.
Yeah.
The influenza bees.
And then bees save us from the influenza somehow.
If you put little like nurse hats on them,
Oh.
Oh, God.
think about it.
Hey Shamrock, you want a cursed item or a non-cursed item?
We stay away from cursed items here.
Oh, okay. Well, no Orb of the Plagues then.
Yeah, Shamrock has good sense to not mess with cursed things.
As soon as it says Orb of the Plagues, you're like, alright, put that back down.
Alright, we're gonna put that down, spray some disinfectant on my everything.
Let's see, what else we got? Oh, here we go. I was gonna give you the invisible socks, but I think we're going with Dragon Breath peppers.
Oh, God.
As an immediate action, you can swallow the pepper completely and immediately exhale energy in a 15-foot cone in front of you. And then when you basically they come in a jar,
Mm-hmm.
and you roll on the table to determine what color pepper is, and that determines what damage type the cone is.
Huh.
It's 450 GP for a jar of 5, one of each color. Or you can buy an additional pepper for 100 GP each after that.
Tempted to get that for a new chef, but again, I have no mouth and I can't scream.
I'll tell you what, why don't you do one more, just to see what happens.
Alright. Once more to the breach, and then I have some generics just to put in time for. 85.
Oh, you got the fun one.
Oh boy.
The Sylvan Hot Knife.
A what?
Imagine a straight razor, like a Sweeney Todd style straight razor.
Uh-huh.
Except hot enough to cut through hull plating.
Yes. How much price tag?
However, it's 850 GP. However, here's the issue. There's 3 different tiers of it. You basically, it could do 2, 3, or 4 d4 fire damage. However, it has a misfire of 2, 4, or 6.
Ah.
So if you fuck it up too much, you have an accident.
Let's see, we're just going to cut this bowl can. Oops, there goes my arm. And
Like
he that did.
Robot chicken skit of, here, hold this, and he drops the lightsaber through the station.
Oh, see, I think I'm going to grab that.
All right.
You said 850?
Hot knife to the side. It's 850 GP.
All right.
What we're going to do is you're going to choose how many D4 you want to go for each time you use it. Each time you attack with it. And then that'll determine what your misfire is.
Sounds good.
All right, so you take this. It's in like an asbestos-lined case.
Well and slayed. Product of the times.
Anything else you want to? Do you want to keep like browsing, or are you good to go?
Can I hit the button again?
Sure, go for it.
Can I bang?
What? Can you what?
70. It means turn right, but it's sometimes I just say it for do an action because banging a Randy and banging a Larry are both very good phrases that should be used outside of the car. It's 78.
78. You found a storm shroud. It is cloth magically woven together from storm clouds.
Ooh.
It is a wondrous item that requires attunement. The faint sound of thunder rumbles from its threads as small strikes of lightning wrap around its form. You have resistance against lightning damage and advantage on dexterity checks while attuned. It also holds 3 charges and replenishes 1d3 every long rest. As a bonus action, you may expend a charge to create a storm cloud around you with a radius of 10 foot. Deals lightning damage to any enemy inside at the beginning of their turn. You can also do like baby's first Eldritch Rebuke or Hellish Rebuke with it as well.
Oh.
Downside
That's
is
fun. How much is that? I
That is a
don't.
rare
I think
item.
I only have the Rod of the Pact Keeper attuned right now. I only.
That is a rare item, so it is going to be, let's say 1,000 gold. That's a bit.
Now
cheap
here's the
for a
thing: is
rare
I was
item.
gonna buy a bunch of lightning in a bottle, so I'm not gonna need that if I have lightning on a person.
That's up to you.
How much for lightning balls?
Lightning in a bottles were
50
50
deadly.
each, and I was about to buy 5. But this is also ad infinitum.
Do you wanna keep looking, or are you done?
I'm gonna bang one more Randy, but that's my interest is peaked. 95.
Okay. Let's
Getting up
see.
there.
Is it this one? Let me see if I can get you one that's really good.
Also, Shamrock will slide you some coinage to get some lightning.
Shoves it back. Shamrock, I have so much money right now. I have so much fucking money I don't know what to do with.
I know, but couldn't hurt.
Okay. So, 95. That deserves a very special item. So, you know what? I'm gonna let
So
you
I
choose the item type you get.
Mm.
Like weapon, armor, wand, plant.
Hmm. I'm a warlock, so armor's not super my thing. You know what? For shits and giggles, because I don't really use one, maybe let's try weapon. Because the sword,
weapon.
the bubble sword is silly.
Okay. Pick a damage type.
Ooh. Huh. Let's just follow the theming. Let's say poison.
Poison. Okay. Now you've already got a decent set of poison
Mm-hmm.
in formerly, so it's going to be hard to match a warlock pact weapon.
That is true.
But let's see what we can do for you. Okay. I was gonna go with something silly, but this one seems like it really is nice. So, I'm just gonna send you a picture,
Okay.
and just let me know what you think, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You go down there, you tell them Jeffrey's taking care of you. You take a look at it, you tell me what you think.
That looks like something that's too big for me to wield.
Welcome to the club. Come join me with my big fuck off sword.
Ooh.
Don't worry, big HL case as well. It'll be fine.
Oh, they're so pretty.
Aren't they though?
First one looks like a fucking chainsaw.
God.
Godspeed.
Just see Fritz run around a corner, chainsaw revved. Here we go.
Ring, ring. You thought you could come into my neighborhood? Fuck you. Ring, ring. Ah, the first one I like more, but it definitely looks like I could not wield it. She looks like a thickums. Second one looks manageable.
And it is in keeping with your
Aesthetic.
I do like the first one a lot.
with your rapier aesthetic.
I know, because dex weapons. I'm playing a person with noodle arms.
Okay, so the Ragged Rouge is a longsword,
Oh,
and the Grinning Garden is a rapier.
which is the one that I can't use? Which is the weapon type that I don't think I can use either. I only have proficiency in simple weapons. Fucked up.
Fucked up if true.
Fucked up and
Okay.
true. Yeah.
Okay, so you want to go with the Grinning Garden?
Yeah, I want to go with the Grieving Garden.
Grieving Garden. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, well, it depends how much is it and what the fuck do I do?
I'm sure someone who's proficient in martial weapons could teach you.
I'm not gonna stop you from learning. So the Grieving Garden
Sorry.
has a few special abilities. You're gonna have to learn them.
Oh boy.
What the label says is that it's a rapier that was made by a famous mage who made these like themed weapons. Like one that was let's see. One that was looks like it was like a sword that was crossed with a harp, and another one that looks like it was made out of like floating fireballs. There's a rapier that looks like it was made out of a whirlpool and coral, all sorts of stuff. What's known about it is that it deals regular rapier damage, and then they have to do a Constitution save, and if they fail, then they take what is essentially a poison bleed.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You know how bleed's like 1d4
Yeah.
every round? This is poison damage 1d4 every round.
Nice.
And they're poisoned, of course. Which is the status.
Mm-hmm.
Always nice.
This is a pretty cool sword.
Yeah, you found it was like, there was a bunch of like bolts of cloth and stuff like laying on top of it, and you like, I think I see some glass, and you like push it aside, and there's this display case with this beautiful sword, and it's laying on a velvet cushion with a glass case over top of it, like a lid on hinges.
Can I look closer at that bit? 'Cause what the fuck is that? I've zoomed in, enhanced, and sent you a picture in return. Hello?
Yeah, why don't you do me a knowledge arcana?
Okay.
Or just regular arcana, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, dice gods. I know I rolled like I'm stupid. I swear I've got a +1 intelligence.
It's
Looks like a
honestly
weird sculpture,
incredible.
like a weird carving in it.
Dang.
It's probably
Cool.
nothing to worry about.
Wow,
Just a weird
decorative.
carving.
Yeah, fun and decorative.
It's
I like.
aesthetic.
Yeah, it's like a. What is those things that they put on the front of ships? Ladies with the titties on the front of boats.
Oh, the ye olde anime figures?
Yep, that's exactly what they're called.
Yeah, the anime waifus of the ocean.
You know, my waifu, like Priscilla the Drowned.
Yeah.
Figurehead.
Figurehead. Thank you. Jinx. It's a cool sword. It's a really fucking cool sword. How much is the cool sword, Jeffrey?
The cool sword is, it's got a price tag on it that's really old. Like the ink's faded. You've got a sense that this price tag was put on it, and then they just like forgot about it for ages. And then it says
2 coppers.
GP.
Sorry? I beg your pardon?
Yeah. It's a really, really old price tag. It says 250 GP.
250. Sorry, I genuinely didn't get what you said the first time. Okay, cool. That's mine. That's not a good sign, and I'm definitely buying another cursed item, but it's okay. We'll figure our way out of it.
So you go forward, and you, with your purchases, what do you guys buy? So I know what to send. And then we can move forward with Shamrock talking to Gulbold about stuff.
Yep, I'll do the Sylvan Knife, and because I can, I'll grab 2 balls of lightning.
No!
You can't stop me, I got money now.
Damn. I'm not homeless anymore.
Sylvan Hot Knife.
God, okay. So is the sword attunement?
The sword is definitely an attunement.
Okay. And you have it's three attunement slots.
Yes.
Okay. So in theory, I could get the coat and the sword, and my aesthetic would just be whack.
Are you buying the bubble blade too?
No. It's silly and fun, but I'm not gonna be a bitch with 2 swords. I'm not cool enough for that.
You're not anime enough for that? Okay, so the dragon.
I'm not anime. I don't.
No-go. Okay, that one. Okay, so you were getting a storm shroud? Yes, no, maybe.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? I deserve it. Retail therapy. Treat yourself. I will buy the storm shroud and also the cool sword, and also you said they were 500 GP for one of the future vision dream potions. I'm gonna buy.
Yeah, one of the dream potions.
Yeah. Okay. How many do they have left?
Let's say they have 4.
I was going to buy 4, so yeah.
I read your mind.
Yeah. So I'm spending 3,000.
Thoughts you have.
Thank you. I made them myself.
Not to jump in here, but
5, 8.
not to jump in here, but where are the stats for a lightning ball?
Oh, I have them. I can send them to you if
Okay,
you want.
thank you. That'd be appreciated. Thanks.
Especially because I'm already in my DMs with Jeffrey. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Scroll, scroll.
Send them.
I've got it.
Okay, fine. I will get you the full stats for that item later.
There you go.
Thank you. I shall
Okay,
copy those
so-
down soon.
So I have 2,300. I have more money than the cream still.
Our poor boy.
Yeah.
Our poor, poor boy.
Poor as fuck.
I mean, he can't even go to the gourmet part of town to get the richest, fanciest meal.
Oh, yeah.
Poor boy.
Okay, so let's go to talking to Google.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get Shamrock
Oh god, I'm big.
and Fritz. Assuming I can drag and drop. There we go. Two of you are there.
Don't manhandle me.
So the two of you walk into the back room. Jig just kind of rings you up and then waves, sends you over. Actually, he sends you over to the register, and this elf. She looks like a teenager. Actually, she's not a elf. She's actually a half elf. As you get closer, you can see her ears aren't quite as pointy as a full elf. But from a distance, she did look like a full elf. But as you get
Behold,
closer,
first generation.
You like plop your stuff on the table, and she looks at this case with like this obviously very ornate weapon in it, and she looks at the price tag, and she's like, she gets this look on her face like, yeah, I would have charged more for this, but whatever. And she like rings you up on the register for it and sells it to you. Just have a nice day.
Oh, yeah, you too.
And this guy who's like rudely pushes you out of the way, and he slaps down like a handful of what look like some kind of looks like a tube with an opening on one side, and you get the faint smell of fireworks from it. And she's like, "Oh, geez, so sorry." And she like gives you like an apologetic look, and then turns to help the guy.
Just give her a nice smile and a wink. It's just like, it's no trouble at all.
And then Jig says, I assume you're going back to see Gubald?
Oh, yeah. Shamrock is still just like looking at the knife and just imagining all the possibilities of having essentially a plasma cutter.
Yeah. So, Gubald is in the back of the lab. He is currently mixing chemicals, and he's got what looks like a bit of bark laid out on the table, and he's dropping various chemicals on it and writing down what happens to it. He turns and says, "Oh, my friend Shamrock, how's it going?"
Doing good. Experimenting on melting bark.
Oh, no, so this is dryad bark. And surprisingly, it stays alive after it's off the dryad, and I'm trying to figure out how.
Huh.
Who the fuck
Yeah.
skinned a dryad?
Well, I mean, not off the dryad itself, obviously, off the tree, but in some circles they're considered one and the same thing.
Right.
Anyway, how's the search for your partner going? Clover, wasn't it?
Yeah, Clover is, well, he's been in touch. He's, busy over in Arizona, last I heard.
Oh, excellent. I'm glad to hear that. I know that you've been missing him terribly.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he'll be fine. He'll find eventually.
Did anyone tell you the good news?
Which one?
I'm gonna be a father! As he, like, smiles and spreads his arms, and he's, like, almost dancing a jig in happiness.
Oh, congrats. I guess with all the times we've been going at the store is only a matter of time.
Sorry, what'd you say?
No, nothing. Just, thinking to myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, congratulations. Hope, you and the missus are, ready for all that fun. I can't say exactly what it's like, but, good luck.
Yes, she's very happy. We've been trying for a long time to have kids, even before the, you know, the changing.
Right. Yes, the change of the thing that Shamrock was not born in time for. Yeah, well, give my good wishes to the missus. Yeah, if you don't mind, I actually have a few questions, if you don't mind.
Oh, sure, yeah, absolutely.
Stop me if you have no idea what I'm talking about, but, does the,
I normally
Tantor...
don't.
Pulls out, but does, Tantor magic crystals ring a bell at all, or,
Not really, should it?
It was a hope. What about the, SS Titania, I believe it was called?
No. Is that one of those new ships they're making up in New York?
Play new, but not
I hear
from New
they're always
York.
coming up with new cruise ships and stuff. Hope it's
Oh,
better
yeah.
than the Titanic.
Uh,
Kind of bad taste to name it so close to it so soon after the incident.
I'm sure it's, he'll be fine. Suppose, some sort of power crystals or anything like that. I've seen, Miss Beatrice around recently. Maybe ask a few questions.
Beatrice. I mean, I get a lot of customers in the store. And I'm not here for all of that. I'm back here experimenting some of the time. Can you tell me what she looks like?
My brain's starving. She the mantis? No, she was... What was she?
Can you legit not remember?
She's a
No, I
dragon
thought
boy.
legit
The
can't.
NPCs.
Dragon...
Gym.
She's a dragon boy.
Oh, I didn't even notice that tab there.
Oh.
Dragonborn, Yatai, grayish silvery scales. Yeah, knows at least something about mechanics, but not exactly the specifics. Actually asked
Mechanics
a
of
few
what?
inch.
I'm sorry?
What was that?
Mechanics of what? I'm sorry, what are we talking about? You asked me if I met her.
Yeah, just met a woman recently, and she gave me some interesting leads and ideas that I wanted to see if you had any heads or tails on.
Well, when you meet the special woman in your life, she definitely gives you many interesting ideas. As he like slaps you on the. I mean, he's a human, but you're still like a foot or two taller than a normal human. So he like slaps you on the back, but he has to like reach up to do it.
Shamrock takes like a good 10 seconds to realize what he's actually talking about. Just yeah, no, no, not like that.
It's okay. My first crush was very embarrassing too. Oh, Jeannie Gray. Or was that
Yeah.
Oh my
Susan
gosh.
Ann? I can't remember. I don't know. They were both cheerleaders and super hot.
Right. Anyways, yeah, she was telling me some stories recently about where she came from, Tibet, I believe she said. Something about magic power crystals, able to power entire ships.
Don't know much about ships powered by crystals, but I don't know everything. I assume that you could find a crystal that made electricity or something like that.
Yeah.
You got anything more for me to go on? What do crystals do specifically? Do they like heat something to make steam, or?
As far as I was able to surmise, produce, I believe, electricity. Just from there, power reactor, and just in theory, if you wire it right, power a whole ship outfit. Just plug cord into a wall and power, say, I don't know, a range or a fridge.
Oh, well, so nuclear power hasn't been invented yet, I don't believe.
Nope.
Not until World War II.
We're a bit early for that.
He doesn't know anything about reactors. But he says, well, I mean, yeah, and I guess if you, let's see, I think I read a paper about some guy was some physicist or something was collaborating with this wizard, and they were talking about, I don't know, there's a lot of big words that really went over my head. I'm just a guy from the South Side, but it was something like condensed mana singularity in a crystal geode or something like that. I don't know, it seemed like a whole bunch of nonsense to me, but they theorized that they could make a portal to another plane and suck power out of that plane, and I don't know, something renewable energy. It seems like a load of bullshit to me.
Swiftly writes that down in his notepad. Don't suppose you got a name, do you?
No, Shan, this was like 5 years ago. I only vaguely remember, and I'm probably quoting the name. I'm probably quoting what the thing is wrong. I mean, what is a condensed magic singularity anyway? But yeah, I mean, using crystals to power stuff, or the other way around. I mean, yeah, you've seen a watch, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's how watches work. I mean, used to be you wound them up, but the recent innovations are that you can run electricity through a crystal, and it vibrates, and that vibration can be used to keep time.
Huh.
So, assumedly, if you found the right crystal and the right energy, you could use it to heat or cool or, I don't know, wash your clothes or whatever else you wanted to do. Oh, that's an idea. What if you inscribed a spell formula into the gem?
Before you jump into another tangent.
What?
Good, well,
Oh, yeah,
good.
sorry.
Yeah. Suppose before you jump into your next tangent, any idea where I'd go look for someone's more proficient in crystals?
Well, you could try the university. They've got a geology department. I'm sure they could tell you more about crystals.
Well, I suppose that's something.
And, if you went up to, I believe there's a group up in New York that's working on, they're building, I think they called it like a high energy magic building. Seems incredibly dangerous, and this is coming from me, you understand. But I don't know. Seems like, I don't know, maybe they'll suck us all into a black hole or something.
You read too much science fiction there. Well, I suppose it's something.
What would people in this universe call science fiction? Because magic exists. So would they call it like magitech fiction or something like that? Or magiscience?
Good question.
We'll figure it out later. Yeah, anyway.
Something to think of.
Fiction. You're reading too much fantasy in a world with magic. Actually,
Wait, would the term fan fiction be redefined in this?
I mean, fan fiction's fan fiction,
but a modern term.
Fantasy fiction, though.
Term to the 20th to the
but
yeah, but
shorthand for fantasy fiction.
Yeah, but it's not like it's not like Alice in Wonderland became real overnight. Like fiction is still fiction.
Yeah.
Science fantasy, I believe, would be the term.
Okay.
It's still there, but it's definitely a step closer.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe they'll like open up a plane to the Nine Hells or something in it. Seems rather dangerous to me.
Well,
And
we'll see what comes
for a living as he gestures and accidentally like knocks over a vial of alchemist's fire onto the dryad. It's like fuck. She starts patting it down furiously.
Right. Well, I think that satisfies my curiosity for now. I'll poke your brain if anything comes up, but thanks.
Yeah. As he like waves, he's like not even looking at you. He's like focused on this dryad bark, which does seem to be slowly regrowing from it being burnt. And he says, yeah, as he waves over his shoulder. Come back in a week and I'll have a prototype.
All right, I'll see you then. Next page, my notebook.
Say a prototype of what? He just says, come back in a week and I'll have a prototype. But this is Goobold. It'll probably explode somehow.
I mean, it's his way.
You know the way. Alright. So now we move back to the map. So we've done that. We've done that. We've done that. So we've got all three of our groups nice and sorted out.
Are we going to check the mall, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to check the mall now?
Sure.
So you go to the mall. You head out towards the mall. And it appears that there is a police cordon. Around the mall. They're keeping everyone back from it. A good, 100 feet from the doors. People in, full hazmat suits of the 1920s version, the 1919 version of a hazmat suit.
Hell.
And they're saying, there's people, trying to gawk and like duck under it and everything, is saying, "No, folks, you have to stay back for your own good. An unknown vector of infection has killed all these people, and we don't know how it got to them. And we can't let anyone in until it's sorted. You guys have to stay back. Sir, stop." Like turns and sees a guy who's like about 1 foot over the barricade.
Typical day for the Chicago PD.
Do we want to try and get in there? That seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, well, you definitely not. I'll just see if I can get some information out of the guys over here. Hey, Henderson. And he's going to make his way up to the police line.
Oh, Sham, yeah. Sir, if you don't take your foot down off that barricade, I will remove it from your leg. The guy quickly, like, gets back down off the barricade. And he looks incredibly haggard.
Long day, Henderson?
Oh, like you wouldn't believe.
I can't. Saw the story in the paper, but seeing is believing. Shit.
I know, right? Dozens of people just laid out, dead. Got body bags from one end of the mall to the other. And these fucking people, he turns and he shouts at a couple people who are trying to like sneak by another cop while their backs turned. "I'm not helping the situation." I'm sorry, Sham, I can't talk too much.
Yeah, just wanted to.
Ma'am, no, you can't take pictures in front of the mall. And oh gods, here comes the press. As you turn around and see like a whole bunch of reporters driving up in cars.
Well, shit.
Listen, wherever you want, make it quick, Sham.
Any connections that happened with wherever that guy was? Any affiliations? Anything?
You know I can't tell you anything on the record, Sham.
Yeah.
Especially not on an ongoing investigation.
No.
As he like turns and he looks at the he turns and he shouts at someone, and like sticking out of his pocket, you see a notepad. Just like the corner of a notepad sticking out of his pocket, his jacket pocket.
Can I see anything on it? Just
No, it
sticking
seems
out?
like it's folded closed, but it seems like it's loose enough that with a good sleight of hand, you could probably yoink it.
Psst, get. He's signaling to Fritz.
I believe that's you, Fritz.
Yeah, I said, yeah.
Didn't pick up. Just sort of nods over to the pocket and just, "Hey, Henderson, real fast. I mean, I know you can't tell me on the record, but anything you tell me off, anything going on here, any implications? I mean, you know I'm good with PD. If they need help, I'm always sub-service for the right price anyways."
I
You
know,
are.
Sham. And, so are you like providing a distraction?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, so that would give. Okay, well, you rolled before I called for it. Okay.
Jim called for it.
Yeah. So if Shamrock had done a good enough job in the RP, I wouldn't have made your roll at all. So.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, well. We here.
So, Shamrock, why don't you do me a persuasion?
One of my great stats. Haha. Ooh. I might watch that. And you know what? I think I'm not going to do much better than 12, though. It's not going to be great.
Yeah, you got a -1 on that, dude.
Yeah. I think I might just have to eat it.
Okay.
We have so many good boy points, though. Also, you're a perfect little sweetie. How is your charisma not higher? You're a sweet at heart.
Sweet at heart, not smooth of talk.
No.
Dumb of ass.
No truer words have ever been said.
So true about him.
It's up to you.
God, Okay, here's a thought. Use the watch for a reroll, but use a good boy point for advantage.
I'm gonna say that you can't double them up like that.
No.
If you had used the good boy point to gain advantage, then I would have let you rewind time and have advantage again.
God dang it.
Which is arguably more powerful.
Yeah.
Forethought on those things is not our strong suit.
Yeah.
Well, if I've learned anything in the past 3 campaigns, that's just a general statement.
Cutting words. True, but cutting words.
Take 1d4 damage and make a save.
God.
Anyway, so...
Yeah, I'll just eat it.
You'll just eat it. Okay, cool. And he says, listen, I can't tell you anything that hasn't been publicly released to the press. You know how it goes. But, I'll tell you what. You still work out of the same place?
I've had to move offices. Rent went up and got a little hard to stay in.
Just contact me down at the station, and I'll put you on the list of people to be consulted if we need extra outside consultation on this.
Sounds good, Henderson.
For old times.
Yeah. Thanks, Henderson. How are you one?
Alright. He turns back, and with that distraction, Fritz, just pinches the edge. And as he turns to look at Shamrock, he kind of slides out of his pocket. And Fritz quickly, puts it in his own pocket. And then you continue talking, and he turns back and says, "Oh, is this your friend?"
Yeah. A bit of a protege that I've gotten here. He's been helping me with some of the small stuff.
Yeah, it looks like the mentee's becoming the mentor, eh? So, nudges Sham with his elbow, really kind of like a little shithead grin, just like, eh?
I'm not sure about that. Keep working that kid. Hand goes to the top of head.
Right. So anyway, he kind of looks between the two of you like, what's up with these weirdos? But he says, "Oh shit, it's the press." As someone bumps up against the back of Fritz. Everyone kind of gives Shamrock a berth of a couple feet. The crowd kind of parts around him as they rush forward. It's like, "Excuse me, Officer Anders, what can you tell us about the shocking events going down in the mall? Is this confirmed to be a new plague? Is this a Spanish flu? Are we safe in our homes?" People just keep shouting out random shit, and he's like, quiet down. We've got a press release coming later today." And they're not listening to all and they're shouting over each other, like reporters do.
Yeah, leave it to it. See ya. I'm on Fritz.
Can I, on the way out, listen to what people are saying about this? All the people that have just been trying their best to get inside. I want to tap on the door of the rumor mill and say hello.
So as you're walking away, you're keeping your ears open to what people are, conversations people are having with each other. What's your perception?
My passive?
Yeah, you're passive.
My passive's 13.
13. Okay. So
And you know what mine is for its worth.
You hear some. It seems like there's the usual mix of like gawkers and onlookers and people who believe it's a government hoax and don't want to get in to prove that nothing's wrong, and so on and so forth. There's a couple of people that are actually there being escorted away by police for like not wearing their mask and like trying to you hear that they tried to like tear off other people's masks, like claiming that the Spanish flu is a complete hoax and this is just a conspiracy to monitor the people and limit their freedom.
Those types.
Despite the like hundreds of confirmed dead in the past several weeks.
The body bag's literally in the mall.
Yeah, the body bag's literally in the mall, which may or may not be the Spanish flu. You're not sure.
When did you guys start getting political on your live stream?
Oh, God.
Yeah, welcome to my lack of faith in humanity. And you also hear an interesting rumor, not related to this, but you do walk by two people and they said, yeah, everyone there turned blue. Really weird. Really?
Yeah, can I slow down my walk cycle for a bit? Maybe be like, oh shit, and like step on my shoelace so untie it and then reach down to tie it again.
Okay, so you do me a perception check to see if you can listen in better.
Why am I
Oof.
I need to use real dice. Why my dice rolls suck?
Oh.
Would you like to use a good boy point to reroll that one, or do you want to let it stand?
I mean, we got 7, so I mean...
Gang, how are we feeling? Do we think that this is just them talking about the movie James Cameron's Avatar? Or could this maybe be important?
More than 80 years ahead of time.
Someone's got future vision and saw visions of James Cameron's Avatar. How are we feeling, gang?
I'd say send it.
I think you should find out. We already have so much like looming on the horizon that I think we should be certain about the things we can be. Or
yes,
at least
Clark,
threat.
Alec. Fourth
I am in
opinions.
agreement with Formerly. I think we need to be careful about what we're getting involved with.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll try it again.
Once more with feeling.
Okay.
Hey, there you go.
There we go. Add a spicy little 10 onto there.
Okay, so... Okay, cool. So, you hear, looks like one of the bars owned by the Lucianos.
Ew.
Everyone who was in that bar turned blue the next day. And someone people are, it's hush-hush because you shouldn't be in a bar, or a saloon, I guess, in this day and age. But everyone who was there that night and consumed alcohol turned blue.
Oh.
And they're saying like, yeah, my cousin was there, and he even went to the hospital, and they can't do anything for him. It's not silver. It's just like his skin pigment just turned to blue. No way. Yeah. If this was later in the years, I would say that they would make a Smurfs reference, but that isn't a thing yet.
Nah. Huh. Okay.
Interesting.
Of course, everyone suspects foul play.
Of course they do.
You know, a rival gang or something.
Okay, cool. I will keep that on the back burner of my brain.
Okay. So, what else are we doing? Are you trying to engage with them, or is that it?
I mean, that's it for me. I don't know if Sham has anything else he wants to do over here. Considering he's a stinky little metal man who cannot get diseases.
Well, I'm going to take my non-diseased body, and I think we're going to find an alleyway or somewhere and take a look at those notes.
True.
Okay. So...
Or should we wait till we're with the rest of the gang?
Yeah,
like in a safe location like the house?
You're
and
right.
also because it's been like 2 hours and other people should probably play.
No, and you're right. And you know what? You're right. Let's do it. Let's go find the other people. So meanwhile, back at the house of...
Ill repute.
Okay. So, you guys are going back to... you guys are going back to the house?
Yeah. I'll walkie-talkie ahead. Hey, Maria.
Hi, Sam. How's it going?
It's going, well, it's a little shitty over here, but, we got some notes, about the crime scene, see what we got.
All right, come on back and show everybody.
Yeah, we'll, meet you back up at the house. How'd it go on your end?
Things went fantastic. Dimitri's parents are wonderful. His mom is super hot, in case you were wondering. We do have a pet cow now that is in addition to the group. I think overall a really successful trip.
Right. What's this about, Cal?
We have a pet cow now. Well, I have a pet cow that lives with us.
You know what? Never mind.
If the thing is that if you brush them, they get fluffy. What was I supposed? Yes, they do.
Keeping Fenrir away from the cow is going to be hard.
Well, I'm gonna manage
Sounds like
it.
your job.
And the winter wolf, too.
You better train that freaking thing.
Oh, boy. Well, right. We'll see you back at the house then.
All right.
Should work out. Click.
The fucking click.
And just aside.
Shamrock says click before he disengages it.
Just over to Fritz. So, I guess we have a cow now.
They actually did the thing.
I guess. Thought we were gonna have Cleo do a thing, but
Is the cow a permanent friend, or is the cow going to be not terribly long for this world?
Judging how Maria was talking, well, let's just hope we have a nice stable to put it in.
That's fucking... I get... Hey, looks like your unicorn has more family.
Suppose it does. Alright, now we can do the Batman. And we're back at the house.
So, we shall move back to the Chateau Bianchi. And let's get some music. All right, so while we were here, you guys had said that you wanted to claim rooms and do stuff like that. So let's do a short tour.
Oh, do we have a map of the building now?
Yeah.
We do.
Look at the thing.
Jeffrey
We
made
do
one.
indeed.
He's wonderful and very clever and smart.
Oh, hell yeah.
They've done the thing.
Yeah, he is. I'm gonna copy the link and repost it.
I mean, it's on Roll20 right now.
Oh, my apologies.
I do see the map on Roll20.
Og.
So, here is your front door. Going in, you've got stairs up to the second floor. And then there's also the smoking room / billiards room. If you go straight in, you get into the kitchen with some small seating. And there's also stairs down to the basement, which is currently filled with boxes and a wine cellar. Inside here is a sitting room for people to, do whatever. Seems to be filled with various art pieces and paintings. And inside here is your dining room with a nice stained glass window. It's a short step. Here we have a short step down into a sitting room. More like a comfy family room kind of thing. It's got a few chairs, a bookcase, and a nice fireplace. Going in, you have a bathroom here and an office, and then the door out to the garage. Through here, you have what looks like a nice large couch that everyone could sit on and do something around here. If this was, there's actually like a glass wall here and a sliding door. If this was a modern house, there would be like a TV right here for everyone to watch. Since it's not, there's a big radio. One of those big cabinet radios. You gotta step down, and inside here is cold storage for stuff like meats and cheeses. It's basically a cold room. And then you have steps up to a hot tub and a swinging door out to a pool. And if we go back down to the ground floor, first floor, as you go up the steps, immediately to your right is a door Shamrock and some of the other taller members would have to duck to get in. But there is a nice... all of this area is just slanted roof, and so it's all slated as attic storage, although there is enough room you could set up like a guest bed or something in there. And then you have 6 regular-sized bedrooms, 4 more lavish bedrooms, and this one has Jack and Jill bathroom in it. And then the master bedroom, which is, of course, Maria's.
Of course,
Yep.
yeah, no, there's no question about that. I immediately, like, no questions asked, go up and sit up in there.
It is the only bathroom that has a tub and a shower.
It's what she deserves. She's
I
the
I need
lady
my
of the
bubble
house.
bath.
The top, all the tile in the tub is imported African slate.
Sounds bougie.
It's incredibly expensive over the top. stuff. You know, what a mafia boss would buy for his vacation home.
As one does.
And a walk-in closet, of course.
Yeah, no, I for sure need the walk-in closet.
Where are you going to put all your shoes?
Where am I going to put all my shoes and my bags?
Exactly.
Motherfuckers, there are 4 big rooms. I cock a gun. 2 of them share a bathroom. What are people's thoughts here? Who's sharing a bathroom with who?
I don't think I could fit in one of the smaller beds.
Edwin, as formerly is saying this, was already starting to move stuff into one of the small rooms.
Okay.
Oh,
so,
cream.
Edwin, why don't you go ahead and just go into the text and type Edwin and just stake your claim on one of these bedrooms.
Edwin is taking that one that I just pinged.
Okay. So go ahead and just type Edwin in the text thing.
No, it means on the map.
Oh, there's a
Not sure
text
how.
on the map?
Do you know how to use the text in the draw?
No. No, I do not. Oh, I found it.
He's found it, folks. He can be trained.
Like that.
Yes. Exactly.
Yes.
Got it.
Maria is, of course, getting this one.
Shamrock doesn't need a room with a bathroom, but he needs a big room so he can work on his shit.
Yeah.
Are we all? I
mean,
you gotta take one of the big rooms.
I mean, Sham was going to take the basement.
The basement is currently filled with boxes and bags.
Haha, you.
This is not just your stuff. This is like all the stuff that the family would have had.
Oh, Fritz, are we just gonna share a bathroom because Dimitri's a big hairy polar bear?
No, here's the thing is, I'd be willing to take one of the smaller rooms if I can have the attic.
There aren't that many of us. What, so I'm gonna share a bathroom with fucking Cleo? Sorry, Cleo.
Yeah, I mean, fine, we can share the bathroom. I'm just asking if I can have attic space, goddamn.
No, I mean,
You can have the attic.
I'll share with fucking Shamrock.
I mean, this is not
Shamrocks
the scale.
You can have the attic and a big room. I don't think it's a big deal.
This is not the scale. That attic storage is over the entire garage.
There we go.
Yeah, I know. I want it. Let me have it.
You are welcome to as much attic storage as you like.
Thank you. You're not the one in charge. Maria is.
Literally, go ahead and take it. I've been saying that.
I know, I'm taking it. Damn. Yeah, fine. We can share a bathroom. Formally, but
Yeah, no.
The audacity when I fucking paid for most of this for you to say that shit to me. It's fine.
Okay,
fine. I'm not mad or anything.
Lay claim to your shit.
It's lay claim.
Actively doing so. It's just weird for me because everything is teal on my screen, sir.
Why is it
Fritz informed me
because my computer is still messed up. I'm moving it.
Y'all are sharing a bed.
Why is it Comic Sans?
They both walk into the same room and put their box of shit on the same bed, and they're like, one of us has to leave.
It's true.
It's that same feel of,
You're my big fuck you.
I just wanted to be able to fucking read it. Y'all bitches made your name so small.
To be fair to me, I didn't know that the tool existed until a minute ago.
I'm glad for you.
Oh, God.
Okay, so you got 4 guest rooms. Well, 5 technically. I assume you're inviting Cleo, your live-in chef, to live with you. Are you inviting?
Yeah, of course. But also, we've got like look at all those little rooms. Yeah, she fits in perfectly there.
Assuming that Cleo actually sleeps in a bed.
Not in Shamrock's freaking lap.
Well, see, in the other game, I always just have her like curling up next to the radiator.
I'll wake up in the morning. Oh, there's Cleo again. Yep, right on time.
Right on time.
I guess I'll be here for a while.
Okay, so it is like a 2-car garage. So if you want to park your car in there.
Bet.
Where is the casino? Copy. And Shamrock backs in because he isn't a bitch.
Damn.
Mechanical precision.
Okay. So, that's that. If you guys want to do anything else to... If you guys want to do anything else to the house, it is yours to do with as you wish. You can convert one of the bedrooms.
So I assume that there's a bathroom enough for all of us?
Yeah, there was supposed to be like another hall bathroom, but I forgot to put it in.
Alright.
It exists somewhere.
It exists.
You know, for you
It's in a liminal
flashbacks that need them.
space.
For all you
It's
flashbacks
Schrodinger's
that need.
bathroom.
No, you have to go downstairs and pee by the garage. Yeah, there's a bathroom, probably like... realistically, it's probably like right where Shamrock's room is.
Oh no.
Between Shamrock's room and the master bath, I think there is actually another... Or no, between Shamrock and Dimitri's room, there's a bathroom, I believe.
You just gotta squeeze in there, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's in the crawl space.
Listen, I made this in like 2 hours at 1 a.m. Give me a break.
So it's like it's like the TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside.
It's a cool house like that.
Just like Shamrock's love.
Non-existent.
Oh.
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 Ooh.
Ouch. Okay.
Ow.
Arrow! Get out of here with that shit. He can experience platonic love.
Oh god. Well, in terms of doing the house with what we will, I will be commandeering the basement for workshop purposes.
That's fine, as long as you have ventilation.
Yep.
Edwin will search for a room to store his books. He has a lot of books.
You guys are free to do whatever you want with this house. This is how it was laid out initially, but any of this could be converted into anything else. It's probably not a good idea to try to move the kitchen.
Yeah.
But you could turn the office into a library. You could turn the sitting room into a library. You guys aren't exactly receiving guests.
That's true. We might end up with more employees.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
Knowing us.
But they don't necessarily need to live here.
Nope.
Yeah, if you guys ask Akio and Beatrice, they say, no, it's fine, we've got our own place.
Oh yeah.
Boy.
Find a place for my cow.
You can let your cow go in the paddock out back.
Okay.
Like, this is a fenced-in property, and there's everything past this map is just grass.
Okay,
So-
is there like a place to like let it inside at night or something?
You could put it in the
I
garage.
can build a stable if you want.
Okay.
You could put it in the garage. That
Give
can't
me
possibly end
give me
well.
some wood and I can build something.
I'll just put it in the garage.
I need to make a home fitting for my son.
Shamrock, I apologize in advance for what the cow does to your car.
I am building a stable for many reasons now.
I can help you with that. I did say I would build one.
Then let's build a house.
Okay. Do you want to do that right now? It's getting close to about 5 or 6 o'clock.
We'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
For now, dinner and looking at a notepad.
Cool. So, who's arranging for the cow then? The cow that Cleo needs to cook dinner for you. Like the whole cow.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that.
Uh-huh.
We did need this for a meal.
Yeah. So,
This wasn't
I'll leave it
Aaron.
up to you guys how you either arrange for another cow or trick Maria into believing that her cow is still fine.
Yeah,
no, we would
trust-
never do that to her. We would never betray Maria like that.
Listen, cow spots change all the time. Trust me.
No!
I can kick you all out of this house.
Data fish.
I will. No one
I
else's name
can't.
is on the lease. It's my name on the lease.
It's very true.
Oh, God.
I think formerly, or Fritz might be on the lease as well.
Probably formerly, because he paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was.
And
the
he
two
will
of
not
you.
trick me.
It's true.
So
If only I got that lie thing, the silver tongue.
If only.
Edwin
If
doesn't
only.
have the balls to try anything, but he does have modify memory. So
Oh, no.
You modify the cow's memory to make it think it's dead.
yeah, that's what I meant. That's totally what I meant.
So do you guys just want to order another cow?
Yeah, once as
Yeah.
soon as we can airdrop a
We
cow to our
order it.
yard.
We breed the
Yeah.
cow, Jeff.
So you guys just want to head back down to the cattle markets and get another cow?
Sure.
Okay.
Might be the
Also-
better
I cannot come with you this time.
Yeah, no, you
So
I
yeah,
must
I
remain
adore you.
here.
You cannot.
While Maria is hanging her clothes and arranging her bags, just so, Dimitri and, let's say, one other person goes down to the cattle market,
Shamrock.
secretly gets another cow, doesn't tell Maria about it.
Dimitri takes care of the cow, I drive.
Okay.
It's a working system.
So you get, I mean, you can't fit it in your car, but,
Well, we'll find a way.
okay, you get them to deliver
Can
it.
we rent a truck?
Oh, they
You-
did deliver.
You get them to deliver it, but you're gonna have to pay a little bit more because it's in the evening, and you want.
That's fine. That's fine.
We'll pay the express charge.
Okay, so it's gonna cost you 25 gold.
All right.
Oh, that's all?
I can foot that
You
bill.
say that's all, but $25 in 1920 was a
It's a
lot
lot.
of money.
True.
You're
Yeah,
just
well.
rich because you do crime.
I mean, it's one banana, Michael. How much could it cost? $10.
Silly.
You also, while you guys are, the two of them are off getting that, you also have an armband that you could be identifying.
It's true. I need to jump on Sham or whoever has identify. Does anybody have identify? Does anybody know what this is?
Oh, yes.
Shamrock, and Edwin both have identify.
Help.
Shamrock is building a paddock or something, so
Help.
Edwin will identify the armband.
Thank you.
Okay,
I
Edwin,
stole it.
I'm going
I don't need to know that.
It's like a fun.
You
fun,
do
fun
crime
little,
too.
Yeah, it's a fun little story, fun
We
little
all do
experience. I
Yours is
saw it at a
1919, right?
yeah.
I stole it from our best friend Google.
I stole it from that kobold that I don't care about, but I buy his shit.
Oh, God.
Well, as long as no one finds out, I guess.
Oh no, I've got very, very deft and talented fingers. Please identify my armband.
So yeah, $25 is about $339 today.
Yeah.
That's cheap for a cow. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Cheap for a cow plus delivery.
Like, I have a ex-coworker from my last place of employment before where I work now that owned a Longhorn ranch. That's cheap for a cow.
Yep.
I have a friend who used to run a cattle farm. I know.
$500 is not unusual for a little cow.
Sorry to interrupt. I am interested in this armband.
All right. So Edwin identifies the armband. And do I just say what it does?
You say whatever you want, friend. That's what the spell gives you.
Oh, okay.
Is it cursed? Is it cursed? Is it cursed? Is it cursed?
It doesn't seem to be cursed.
It feels kind of cursed.
It gives benefits to people that have made pacts with deities and eldritch beings and things like that. Warlocks,
All of
if
the
you will.
joy and happiness falls away from his face.
It lets you, when you hex something, it lets you use the spell reduce on them without using a spell slot. That's what it does. You can do it 4 times a day. Or it has 4 charges. That's what it does.
Now tell me, is this one of those ones that I got concentrate on for a bit before I'm allowed to use it? 'Cause I'm about to be real fucking mad if it is. I'm gonna be real fucking mad if it is.
I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to anger you.
I'm so mad this thing I got for free. Actually,
I just said that I was gonna buy the storm thing because explicitly because I had enough open attunement slots for it, but now I gotta make choices. Okay. So oof.
Wait, I thought I only had the Ra the Pack Keeper.
I do. And I have the storm shroud and the sword.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So
Gravy
yeah, 3.
Garden.
Yeah. Okay.
But you
Yep.
have... I mean... You could always switch one of them out.
Sure could, couldn't I?
And the Rod of the Pack
Not-
Keeper isn't doing a ton for you right now.
You really want me to use this fucking
No, I'm
armband, you?
like, you're like lamenting, so I'm letting you know. Like, you don't have... You can cycle out...
Lamenting.
You can cycle out attuned items. You're not married
I
to them.
know. I'm aware. It's a plus
just
one
become,
to...
Just become an artificer, lol. Then you get a whole bunch of slots.
And I
Damn,
used all of them immediately.
multi-class into fucking paladin. Let me have smites too.
Can you imagine a Gestalt Paladin Warlock? That would be terrifying.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
The thing, yeah, it's just the
Eldritch
extra
Smite
spell
plus
slot that's
regular
real
smite.
sexy. I'm gonna think real hard about who in my gang is cool enough to use fucking lightning coat.
Hi. How about one of the melee units that gets into melee a lot?
It's true. That's true. But you're also very big.
Magical items resize.
And also haven't endeared yourself to me. I'm a selfish creature. You have to prove your worth to me.
That's fair.
Yeah, you gotta go down on him at least once.
At least
Wow.
once.
Like,
So far, all you've
rules.
done is almost die in my presence. You know what? We're gonna sit on it.
Okay, that's fine. So.
Why is
Why?
this happening?
Oh wow.
Sorry,
Why are
I accidentally made a fucking tab thing, and now it's rolling.
It's rolling deception.
Yeah, it is.
It's trolling.
Yeah,
They hating.
for all the lying that Fritz is doing right now.
How do you get rid of macros? They're in the. How do I get rid of it? Why is it here?
It should be in the collections page, I believe.
Yeah, so if you select a different tab.
Here's the thing, though. It's not. It's just on the screen. We'll fix it later. Sorry.
We'll do it live.
I don't want to do it live.
We'll do it dead then.
Good.
Oh no. Alright. So, in the interest of moving us along, assuming we come back with a cow, Maria hopefully doesn't have a cow, and Cleo is now cowed.
I assume so.
So Cleo has a cow to do the thing.
Okay, cool. So let's remove Love Nest because that's wildly inappropriate for slaughtering the cow.
What are you talking about? That's very fitting.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Whatever floats your boat.
So, let's say Cleo invites Akio and Beatrice over. Because, yeah, they know. They know what's up. Cleo's about to make some delicious shit. Go ahead and arrange yourselves around the kitchen however you want. Just don't be in this area.
Don't be
My
in the
roll
splash
20
zone.
is not. Oh, sorry, it just went in.
I do not have a tile.
You have to drag yourself in, I think.
Oh. I don't know how to do that.
That's-
Go over to the newspaper tab and then grab your character sheet and then just kind of chuck it on there. Click and drag it.
I'm huge. How do I resize myself?
Oh, you are huge.
Yeah,
I
I don't know
shall
why
squash-
Shamrock defaults to being bug nuts massive.
Big boy.
Because I'm an absolute unit, that's why.
He's dummy fucking thick.
I can't drag myself on. I'm trying it from all the methods, and
There you go.
There.
I can't either, if I'm being honest.
It might
It's-
just be taking a
it's
second to
finicky.
load you guys in.
There you go.
There you go. Look at all of our fancy little icons.
And all we're missing
Yeah.
is the boy.
Where's
Here comes
Arm.
the boy. Hello,
Hello?
Fred. Welcome.
All right. Probably want to back up. Edwin, Cleo's gonna
Yeah.
like gesture you away because you're standing in front of one of the ovens.
Oh, I didn't know where I was standing. Edwin will go stand
Yeah.
back here in the
So
hall.
you've got dishwasher.
There's nowhere else to go.
You could stand against the window.
Here, you can take my spot. I'm gonna go up to my room.
You're gonna go up to your room.
Yeah, I don't want to see this.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we were tricking Maria into thinking that we weren't killing a cow. Weren't we doing that?
No.
No, just not her cow.
Oh,
You're just not my
Fine.
cow.
You don't want to see her special cooking that you asked her for.
Yeah, now that the reality of a live animal is in the room, I don't want to see it.
No. No, the cow's already slaughtered. It's already dead.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll be here.
We're not getting couch sashimi here.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
Cleo knows like how sensitive you are from looking at a cow for 3 seconds and falling in love with it, and she kills
took
it
care
outright.
of him.
Okay, so boy, this is some fucking ominous music.
About to
Sounds like
see
a
some
detective
shit.
agency to me.
Pardon?
Here we go. There we go. Familiar music.
There we go.
Okay, cool. So, there's a cow, laying there, I guess. And Akil walks over to Cleo, and he kneels down and puts a hand on her shoulder and says, "Cleo, you don't have to do this. You have nothing to prove to any of us." And Cleo bats his hand away and says, "Maybe not to you, but I've made a lot of progress in this technique since the last time. I've got to prove to myself that I can do this. Now go sit down, you dweeb." Cleo smiles at him, and he shakes his head before going over to sit with the others. Beatrice holds his hand. By the way, Shamrock,
Mm-hmm.
Beatrice calls you over as Cleo's, like, preparing her station.
Yeah. What's up?
So, I dug into my bags, and I did find, all the appliances ran on electricity on the ship.
Right.
Standard wall outlets. They did have magic crystals in them, and there was instructions on how to, like, repair them and stuff like that. Ooh. Did the hot swing just cut out for anyone else? Oh.
Nope.
Nope.
Still going.
Still
Nope.
going.
Still going.
Yeah. Looping.
Oh, there it is. Okay. It's just like the last 5 seconds, it just was silent for some reason. Anyway, yeah, so, it's the method of electricity generation that's strange. I got, like, your standard, solar panels and windmills and stuff like that.
A solar what now?
Don't worry about it. They use the sunlight to make electricity.
Right.
There was some fairly exotic ones too. I remember hearing there was a cursed roulette wheel that they used to make power. They like tied a generator to it somehow, and it like spun and made electricity or something. I don't know. I wasn't particularly paying attention to it, but I remember hearing about it.
Yeah, Shamrock's just deadpan face, like.
That's real, by the way.
Ow,
That's canon. There's a
Ow.
cursed roulette wheel that used to belong to Lady Luck, except it kept producing 69 at the most inopportune times. And so she gave it to the energy departments, and it's just a perpetual motion machine.
Well, Shamrock's going to press X to doubt, but
So,
yeah.
Standard electricity generation, but exotic methods of generating it. Or standard electricity appliances, exotic methods of generating electricity. But as far as Akil and Cleo know, it might as well be magic, because they don't know anything about.
Luddites, Philistines.
You haven't asked them where they're actually from, but both of them are from remote villages.
They're from Tibet.
So, like, Cleo's from a monastery, and Akil's from, like, a remote village in a canyon in the mountains. Or
Okay.
in a basin in the mountains. So neither of them knew about electricity before they got to the cruise ship.
Oh, God.
So yeah, they don't know how anything works.
Apparently.
Cleo's just amazed about flushing toilets.
Indoor plumbing. Amazing.
It's gonna be big. Okay, so So Cleo like shakes herself out. Cleo. So do we want to pause here and have everyone get something to eat first?
Yeah.
Because we're about to go into like 20 minutes of me just describing her cooking.
Oh god, here we go again.
Oh god, yeah, let's get something to eat.
Okay, let's take like a 5-minute break and we'll be back in a bit.
Peace.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
I will also be back.
I'm just showing Robin my fiance, the different pets.
Love them all. I want.
He wants to love and pet them all.
So much.
Even the fire ferret.
There's something very wrong with me.
She wants to cuddle Fenrir. Haven't had what? Oh? Oh yeah, the baby phoenix! Yeah, I turned down the Phoenix for a warg.
But if it makes you happy.
But yeah. It's go ahead.
No! Tentacle cats need love too.
It's okay, it's break time, so for now.
So cute.
But yeah, Robin. Currently, we went through and saw Dimitri's mom, who is like first, like a elf from the previous. What did we say that she was like a really like interesting elf, like first gen or something?
Awesome!
And I have a theory about the father, because I let him have a little bit of influence with the. Yeah, let's just say that when the changing hit and he turned into this, he may have gotten some of that from his father.
I call nature god, but I'm not gonna.
That's a whole different story.
What can I say? Mythologies are interesting.
Yeah, it's a thing. Oh yeah, according to Robin, according to mythology, that's where a lot of the shapeshifters come from, so...
We took on an aspect. It's not our fault. We don't know what's happening.
Oh, we actually met Coyote.
It's like, Coyote, was this you? Dude, why? And Coyote's just like, ah.
But yeah, we met Coyote.
He's a dick. I mean, he's really smart and fun to be around.
But he's also a dick.
If he gets the chance to tie someone's shoelaces to a post or something...
No, to a bear. An actual bear. Not me, but an actual
just
bear.
A bear. You know, it depending on how he feels that day and if you've insulted his penis, it might happen. What? Coyote could use his penis as a bridge if he wanted.
Yeah, it was weird.
Right, sorry, sir. I mean, he's not a very couth individual, but God, he's fun. Yeah. At least until you get to the Pacific Northwest and it transfers to Raven. Oh no! Sweet!
Rain's Boon was actually very practical. Yeah, assuming she had survived. Yeah.
These things happen. Okay, I gotta...
She loves it.
Oh, sweet thing.
She loves it.
I am back.
I just got back.
Yep.
And I'm here.
Gray, are you there?
back yet?
Still waiting.
The boy.
Oh, that is a beautiful sword, by the way.
Yeah.
It reminds me of something like from Madoka Magica for some reason.
Yeah.
So what's with all the pigeons?
They're just good birds.
Uh,
I used to have a pet pigeon. Her name was
baby.
Cinnamon.
I remember you telling us about that before.
Yeah. She was a very good pigeon.
Funny little bird.
You really like showers.
The boy has returned.
Welcome back, boy.
Prodigal son has returned. I think we got everyone.
Is Jess here?
I've got a response earlier. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Time to commence with the cowinating.
Yep.
Send it.
And whoops, I need to be back in the... Aha, there we go. There we go. Okay, cool, we're back. Excellent. Ignore that technical hiccup. Okay. Okay, so... First thing that happens is Cleo prepares a large amount of rice in a pot to start cooking. She then starts boiling some water to blanch some bell peppers and starts dicing some onions and tomatoes, as well as shredding lettuce. Cleo hefts the cow up onto the cutting board and goes wild with her claws, cutting it into several choice bits of meat to be set aside, crushing the bones and tossing them into a boiling pot to turn into stock, before picking up a pair of meat cleavers. She shapes them in her claws into a V shape and starts cutting long, thin strips from the back strap of the beef, setting them aside for once the stock finishes. Witchy woman uses one hand to pulverize and mince a side of beef chuck, which she then tosses into a pan to brown. Cleo hops over to the beef tenderloin, slicing it into bite-sized pieces which she adds to a skillet with some diced hot peppers. She switches that over to a tail and flips it every 6 seconds or so, while she stirs in some green peppers to the browning ground beef. Cleo kicks open the oven with one foot and places some tortillas inside in ceramic bowls to harden up. Cleo blanches the bell peppers and cuts them in half. She places some rice and ground beef plus pepper mixture into each, loading them onto a tray and topping generously with some cheese and homemade tomato sauce. The tray goes into the oven to bake. This is your first dish, stuffed bell peppers. Meanwhile, Cleo pulls out the now hardened taco shells, and more of the rice goes into the bottom of each of them, seasoned with some fresh herbs and lemon zest. Corn kernels get heated and added to the beef, pepper, and onion mixture, and spooned on top of the rice. Adding in some canned beans, she slices hot peppers and adds in some thin slices of avocado. The shredded lettuce goes on top of that, and the whole thing gets topped with sour cream and fresh salsa. By the time she finishes this, the stuffed bell peppers are done. Cleo pulls the pans out and tosses them onto plates with extra generous helping of tomato sauce on top. The stuffed bell peppers and taco bowls get placed up for service onto the island. Actually, they probably get sent into the kitchen. Or into the dining room. Meanwhile, the stock is finished. Cleo removes the bones and coats the beef noodles in egg, which she then tosses into the simmering beef stock. While that is cooking, Cleo takes strips of backstrap and spears them on skewers with bits of pineapple, cherry tomatoes, shiitake mushrooms, and slices of bell pepper. Those go over a roaring fire as she turns the skewers every 30 seconds or so. Cleo next moves on to preparing organs. She trims off connecting tissue and vessels from the heart, liver, kidneys, etc., and cuts them into smaller pieces. She dices an onion and minces garlic, and she chops some cauliflower, mushrooms, and parsley. All that joins the organ meat in a large pot with salt and pepper and a generous portion of bone broth. The organ meat stew is put aside to simmer while Cleo moves on to the ribs. Cleo pats the beef ribs dry and douses them in some liquid smoke. She then lightly coats them in olive oil and mixes energetically with garlic powder, onion powder, Cajun seasoning, dark brown sugar, chili powder, salt, paprika, and oregano. She coats the ribs well and places them on a tray, which then goes into the oven. By this point, the skewers should be done, so she adds them to the pile of dishes ready to be served. Next, Cleo moves over to a separate station and mixes some flour brought in with some water, salt, sugar, vegetable oil, and pulling a bit of the already hot water from the stove, combines it with some yeast and mixes it all together. Cleo steps back for a second and focuses her ki before unleashing a torrent of punches, pounding the mixture until it is kneaded to perfection, and folding it into a ball, setting inside a bowl off to the side to prove covered in a towel. "Go, Cleo!" Beatrice cheers while Akil sits by looking concerned. Cleo lays out several trays, sets another pot of water to boil, pulls out various bits of vegetable over to her station. She then lays out precisely measured spices in small bowls, seemingly laid out at random along the work surface. She then takes out a dozen kitchen knives and lays them on the edge of the work table. Cleo then takes a crane stance, closing her eyes and taking deep, concentrating breaths. She sways to some unheard rhythm before her eyes snap open and she leaps high into the air. A witchy woman's voice booms out, "Behold, the secret 12-knife technique of Chef Cleo. And now the special technique known only to the Carradine School of the Cooking Arts. Entire cow full-course buffet." At the same time, she leaps up, she lashes out with her hind paws, grabbing the knives in the toes of her feet and her front paws. Letting her foreclaws out, she hooks the horns of the cow's head up and tosses it into the air. Tucking her body in, she spins in place, lashing out at the head with the heel of her left foot. She knocks its jaw open while at the same time torquing her body to bring her right foot to bear, the knife seamlessly cutting out the tongue. She lands on the worktop, supporting herself by only one finger. While she's doing this, Akil looks concernedly at Beatrice and says, 12-knife? Last time it was only 6. But you guys don't have time to contemplate that, as Cleo spins on her finger and whips her tail out, grabbing the beef tail previously set aside with her own tail and sliding it over to her cutting board. Pushing off with one finger, she spins in the air like a buzzsaw, slicing the beef tail into fist-sized chunks. As she lands in a one-handed stand, she uses the flat of the blades in her feet to smack the chunks into an oven-safe pan. Witchy Woman carefully wraps the head in banana leaves and secures it with kitchen twine. She then lines the pan with more banana leaves and pours a pint of dark ale into the pan. Placing the cow head inside, she places another pan on top and places it in the smoker. This is your fourth dish, cowhead barbacoa. While this is happening, Cleo returns to her interpretive dance rendition of a food processor. Cleo grabs several fruits and vegetables and tosses them up into the air. She hops up, spinning in the air, stretching her awareness of the surroundings to their very limit to cut 4 different things at the same time, precisely as needed. Then she lands in a different area and does the whole thing over again. At one point, she tosses several cloves of garlic into the air, crushing them between 2 knife handles, and then slicing them with the blades before they can even make their way back down. It takes time to realize what she's doing, but she's actually using her tail to not only spin herself in the air, but also to redirect the ingredients. As the ingredients land in front of Witchy Woman, she starts adding them into dishes. She browns off the tail meat while Cleo is chopping and then starts adding other ingredients. Vegetable oil, a chopped onion, 4 chopped cloves of garlic, and 4 carrots, somehow peeled in midair and cut diagonally into small pieces, go into a pot with the tail. To that is added diced tomatoes and chicken stock. She holds the pot up just as Cleo, in the middle of rotating on one finger to angle for the next leap, smacks several bowls of spices, causing their contents to go flying into the pot. The pot then gets covered and set to bake. This is your next dish, braised oxtail. Cleo grabs up the tongue and launches it into a pot of now boiling water, with which Witchy Woman moves slightly to the side so the tongue lands safely inside. Cleo spears an orange on a claw, holding it up in the air and spinning it with the handles of the knives in her feet. She uses the blades to curl off the peel in one long spiral. She flicks the peel towards the pot and tosses the orange to Witchy Woman, who crushes the juice out of it. A whole half an onion and a full 8 smashed garlic cloves go in with it. The pot is covered and set to simmer. Cleo lands next near the cow feet, which she systematically and efficiently cuts down and then tosses into a cooking pot with some fresh ginger. When the water boils, Cleo moves on to the next step. She hand walks over to the last of the beef, which gets minced into small pieces and tossed into a pan with garlic and onions to brown. Witchy Woman grabs the now proven dough and places it on a finger. She grabs the side of the dough and with a brutal wrench to the side starts the dough spinning. She spins it out rapidly until it is roughly the thickness of a gold piece. As she does, she walks over towards the cutting board. Cleo leaps completely over her, a good 3 times her height, and her knives flashing blurs in the light, and when she lands, the dough is floating down slowly to land delicately and perfectly in pans which Witchy Woman places under them, each perfectly fitting the pan or dish. Cleo hops over to the other side of the workspace, knocking spices, cheeses, and olives flying. The cheeses are treated to the blender spin. Shredded cheese, spices, and olives land on the dough, some on the sides and some evenly distributed. Cleo kicks the handle of the pan of the now brown beef, launching bits of delicately fried beef to join the rest of the filling. Cleo pauses, balance on her hands. You can see sweat pouring off her, matting her fur in places. Beatrice gives Akil a concerned look and says, "Are you sure she's mastered this technique? You know what happened the last time she used it." Akil shrugs and says, "She has said that she has, and I trust her. Alright, just be ready to catch her." Just then, Cleo's head snaps to the side as the water finally boils. She tosses one of the knives at the pot, knocking its lid up into the air. The knife bounces off the pot and lands embedded in the counter. She tosses the beef tongue into the pot just as the pot lid starts to descend. As the lid clangs into place, Cleo hops over the entire range set, landing balanced on the handle of the knife embedded in the counter. Witchy Woman folds over the dough where the filling landed on one side, starts placing the calzones and pizzas into the large wall oven. Cleo lifts up the pot of boiling cowfoot and pours away the water and the ginger. She then hops over and starts kicking up bowls full of spices and vegetables, adding them to the pot. She pours in some of her earlier made beef stock, just enough to cover the feet, and hops back to the stove. Witchy Woman now has the important job of clamping the lid on and holding it to make an improvised pressure cooker. Cleo turns to the side, staring at the wall, some vision of the past only she can see. And Akil, at this point, chimes in and turns to those nearby and says, "She hasn't used this technique since the time she fought Rayo."
Why cookie technique for fighting? No, never mind.
Cleo once fought the god of cooking in our dimension, and she engaged him in a competition.
Like Iron Chef.
She actually almost beat him too, but she passed out at the end of the technique. And that was when she only had 6 knives.
Well, now double the knives. 50% of the problems.
I mean, you can't see it, but she's burning through her key. You could see it too, right? As she nods to Dimitri.
Oh, probably. But that's just out of character.
My cleric boy, you can also sense some divine magic coming off Cleo.
Rights to her. Get that divinity.
Yeah, something like that. The beef tongue gets removed from the pot and Cleo slices it. She peels back the skin, chewing on it for some much-needed energy, and slices the tongue meat into roughly quarter-inch slices. They go into the pan the earlier pieces of beef are browning in to be braised. Cleo stands on her hands, her face a massive concentration as she bends her back into a C shape, using her legs to flip the pieces frequently. When they are at the desired level of brown, Cleo tells Witchy Woman to start laying out plates. The steam from the pressure cooker releasing covers the whole cook area in a fog. Cleo's shape can be seen bouncing back and forth through the mist. When the view clears, the oxtail is out and the pot is ready to serve. The barbacoa is out of the smoker and laid out on a platter with a wine reduction sauce. The cowfoot stew is also set up ready to be ladled out to the few brave enough to try it. Cleo smacks the handle of the much-abused pan, once more launching its contents into the air. The seared beef tongue lands on a platter and a dipping sauce lands next to it. Lastly, Witchy Woman starts pulling the pizzas and calzones out of the ovens at blurring speeds, looking like she's got 4 arms instead of 2. With the last of the dishes completed and served, Cleo leaps into the air one last time. She spins like a ballerina, or perhaps a centrifuge, knives coming flying out of her in rapid spin to fly in perfect arcs to slide into their slots in their knife blocks. All 12 of them landing at an almost simultaneous, satisfying snick clink as they settle into place. Cleo performs a slow backflip midair to land on her feet once more on the floor. She is panting like a bellows and is covered in so much sweat it looks like she just got dipped in a lake, but she is grinning triumphantly. Cleo pants and shakes in exhaustion, but she leans against the island counter, wiping sweat from her eyes. And as she does so, she stands triumphant, uncollapsed, and victorious. Cleo pants some more and turns to you and says, well...
Well, that was quite the dancing dervish.
Told you I'd show you something you'd never forget.
Excellent work.
Just erupts in applause.
Yeah, holy shit. I've had tableside service before, but never that.
Dimitri just stands up from his chair and just bows towards her out of respect.
Thank you.
Edwin joins Fritz in the applause quickly.
Yeah,
And
Akio
he's like,
and
that was
Beatrice.
incredible.
Yeah, clap as well.
Well, I suppose there's only one thing left to do then. Yeah.
After a show like this, how could we not enjoy the meal?
Cleo also whips out and tosses at you like a handful of shuriken, a whole bunch of the taste discs.
Came prepared. Well, everyone, let's go get a seat.
So yes, before you see what almost looks like a full course buffet of a variety of influenced dishes, all of it cooked to perfection by Chef Cleo. All of it completely delicious, and also, it's almost inhuman the way that she made it. I mean, notwithstanding her being a cat, you know what I mean. It's almost too good. You didn't see her add anything weird to it besides, assorted herbs and spices. But it's not like it has an addictive quality, but it's... Maria, you kind of imagine this is what it would be like if you ate something at the Winter Court. Something otherworldly in flavor.
It's now a bad time to say that I've decided to become a vegetarian.
Probably.
Oof.
I'm not going to say anything. I'll just pick around.
Oh.
That's going to be interesting when you go to the Winter Court. The land of predators.
Well,
Good news and some bad news.
It was a little upsetting to watch. I understand it. I'm still gonna eat it because it smells really good. But...
and in fact, anyone who does eat it will find that it is delicious. All of it cooked absolutely to perfection, better than any, fancy chef could do it. However, my boy formerly, you've been feeling something from Cleo the entire time she was doing it. Some twinge in your senses.
Uh-huh.
The last two times... do me a religion check.
Of course.
Mr. Clare.
Why would this be concerning at all?
Not concerning at all. Everything is fine here. All smiles.
I feel great. Hey, Jeffrey, just reminding you, it's very difficult to poison me being mostly made of poison.
That's fine. You're not being poisoned.
No, I wasn't strictly assuming. I was simply covering my bases.
Excellent. Yeah, you felt this feeling 2 times before.
Uh-huh.
Once... I'm sorry. Both times when you had visitations.
Oh, like I'm being watched?
From, a very specific individual who is the bane of yours and Fritz's existence.
Yeah, I know who she is.
Every
Okay, so
time
the
you've
TV is
encountered
tuned in.
every time you've encountered the Weaver, you got a similar vibe from her, them.
Hmm.
Could be nothing.
But she's watching right now.
No, the divine magic that Cleo was giving off while she was cooking.
She was being watched by her deity. No? By the Weaver?
Not quite. The 17's good enough. It's the same kind of like I'm in the presence of someone divine feeling.
Oh, okay. So it's just the feeling of divine presence.
Yes.
Okay.
While Cleo was cooking, you got a divine presence feeling from her.
Oh, so she's got some sort of aura when she's cooking. That's a fun little class feature.
Not. Well, I mean, you'll have to ask her about it.
Of course, Jeffrey.
Anyway, you guys dig in. Feel free to make conversation. The food is excellent, and you are not poisoned. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Edwin will.
Reminding you, it's very hard to poison me.
Dimitri's going to dig in.
Yeah, Edwin will eat the food that is presented.
Even the stuff like the tail and the tongue and the hoof, which wouldn't normally be very appetizing to most people, is delicious. If you
Oh yeah,
try it.
cow tongue is delicious. From what I hear, at least. That's
It is. It's good shit.
Shamrock, if you could cry tears of joy, you would definitely be doing so.
Well, no tear ducts to work on that one. Maybe next time.
It's a new project for him to work on.
Install water ducts in eyes.
Yeah.
Why? Why not?
So that he can further enjoy food. Or the taste of food, I guess.
Somehow, don't ask questions. It just works.
It just works. As our Lord and Savior, Todd Howard says, it just works.
I mean, he wouldn't lie to us, would he?
No.
Nah.
How I would Todd lie.
Exactly. So,
If Todd were one of us.
Cleo notices that Maria is kind of picking at her food and says, is everything okay? I promise you it's all delicious.
Yeah, I love it. Everything's fine.
Because you haven't eaten any of it.
I have eaten the outside of the peppers, if you've noticed. I commend you on excellent work.
Listen, if you didn't like meat, you should have just
I
told
just decided just now it was an impulse decision. And then you were already doing your thing. And I was like, I'll just let it do it. It's impressive anyway.
Alright. Fine, but if anyone else has any sudden and drastic dietary changes, you need to let me know. I am your cook. Don't feel afraid to tell me something just because I'm wrapped up in something or other.
due to physiological needs. I can't afford to go a vegetarian. Sorry.
If you see me all fleshy and other people like, well, you'll know before I have to tell you.
Beatrice is digging in with gusto. She's, making appreciative noises and smacking her lips. She's enjoying
Oh yeah,
the hell out of it.
that's probably my response.
Yeah. Akil is just kind of like fondly looking at his wife as she tears into slabs of beef like a starving wolf in the woods. He's just like, he's not really eating a ton, compared to everyone else. But Cleo doesn't seem to say anything about it. Maybe that's just how much he eats.
Perhaps.
Hey, Cleo, Beatrice calls out, do you have any of the special sauce? She says, well, they don't have any of the special peppers here, but I did manage to whip you up something. As she pulls out a jar, and she runs into the kitchen and comes back with a jar, and she lays it as she sets it on the table next to Beatrice, who then proceeds to pour this thick, dark sauce all over her meat and bites into it, and she gives an appreciative and then Akil takes some and he puts it on his food too.
I'll go ahead and try some.
Okay. You want some? Excellent.
Sure.
Good to see a man who can handle his spice. As she hands you the jar. I need you to make me a Constitution save.
Oh boy. Give me a sec.
You may spend a good boy point to gain advantage on this.
Let me check my stats first. Oh yeah, I'm gonna spend advantage. I'm gonna go for advantage on this.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
All right. Don't think I needed to, but
Is this not?
it's a 19.
Oop, that's a car. Hold on. Let me... Yeah, so you... 5 and 5. So yeah, so you start choking this down, and not choking. You start eating your meat coated in your skewer, coated in this thick sauce, and it's delicious. It's got a nice smoky flavor to it, kind of maybe a bit like citrusy. And then, as around the time it hits the back of your throat, you know those like cartoons where someone eats something spicy and they start breathing fire out?
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like that feeling, like if you could breathe fire, you would be breathing fire right now. And it just gets like it's a slow burn, like a ember, like a hot coal, and it starts increasing in heat as it goes down, and by the time it settles into your stomach, it's this roaring inferno of pain, but also kind of nice feeling, because that's what capsaicin does to the body.
Yeah.
It triggers the pain and the pleasure receptors at the same time.
Mm-hmm. I'm aware.
You have imbibed basically a very thick, incredibly strong hot sauce.
Yeah, I've had ghost peppers before.
Yep, it's kind of like that, but like a thick reduction sauce.
Ooh.
It like coats and glazes the meat, and it's delicious. Almost to the point where you can't stop eating it, because that's how capsaicin do. But
yeah.
It does hurt at the same time.
It hurts, so it's like I eat a bit, then take a bite, breathe, take a bite, breathe, take a bite, breathe.
Yeah, but you got a 19, so you're not like hurt by it.
No.
Does anyone else want to try this hot sauce? Just to see what happens.
Edwin is not a courageous man. He will not be trying some.
You're lost, kiddo. As he's panting, but also like digging into this.
Cleo walks into the kitchen, and you hear the sounds of pots and pans scraping, and she comes out and lays something in front of Maria. Here. I made you... I made you a cabbage roll with all plant-based ingredients. Several there's about a plate of like 3 cabbage rolls.
Can I slip her a little gold piece as a tip or something?
I mean,
Oh
you
my
can.
God.
She's just gonna kind of like look at it, and then as she walks by, she like places it on one of the counters over here.
No, that's for you. I mean, I'll eat it.
I
yeah.
mean, she's like, when you're not looking, she's just gonna like slide it into a drawer somewhere.
Okay. But yeah, I accept it.
Yeah. So it's got a meaty flavor, but it's not meat. She's made you something plant-based.
This is lovely. I have no idea how I'm going to tell the rest of my family about my new diet decision. It's not going to go over this well, I don't think.
Tell him doctor said it was healthy or something.
See how that goes.
Aren't fad diets all the rage in New York?
I mean, for new money in New York, absolutely, yes. For my Italian grandmother,
Oh, you don't want to mess with a grandmother.
yeah.
Akil shudders.
I
at the thought
appreciate it
of
all the same.
upsetting a grandmother.
Maria, like, crosses herself.
Go ahead and do try the sauce, though. It's quite good. Akil's just, like, dousing his entire food in it, like, coating it in it and eating it with no sign whatsoever, because, pro tip, mantis folk can't taste spice, because bugs can't detect capsaicin.
Alright, I'll try it. Yeah, why not?
Go ahead and make me a constitution save.
Gladly.
Okay. Not as good. It definitely burns your mouth, but it's very good. It's got a nice, herby. You can taste some cumin in there, and, maybe some lemongrass or something like that. Definitely some citrus juice of some kind, and the whole thing melds together to be like a 1-2 punch. You get some nice savoriness at the beginning, and then you get the heat on the back end.
I like douse the cabbage roll in this spice.
Excellent. Anyone else who's brave enough to try it? Shamrock would get no benefit from it, I'm sure.
I have taste buds of steel, mostly because I don't have taste buds.
Do you want to know what it tastes like?
I am good. I am enjoying the feeling of tasting food. I don't want to burn myself on it quite literally yet.
Mm-hmm. So because you can't, like, dip stuff in sauce, you've got one disc that's labeled, like, dish, and then you've got another one that's dish plus sauce.
Fancy. Double the food. Here we go.
Yeah, Cleo is your personal chef, and so she has seen that each of you get something that you can enjoy.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to do anything? Because we are at 10:12.
It's a little late to go over what's in the notepad.
It's up to you. Do you guys?
I mean, like, session-wise.
Do you guys
like
want to go over what's on the notepad?
Yeah, that'll be a nice cliffhanger to leave it on as we read the notepad. Then it's like,
Okay. So, opening up the notepad, you find. Let's see. It lists. It doesn't have a list of names of the people, but it says that over 100 people were dead. It gives you an actual number. The current body count, although they are still searching parts of the mall, is 112.
Jesus.
Well, shit.
Such a great meal. Now we're going to talk about murder.
Yeah, 112 people have died. The problem isn't that they've necessarily...
The bigger problem isn't that they've died, it's that they've spontaneously died from a plague outbreak.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, them dying is really bad, but they all seem to have died from a specific disease. They are, and not only that, diseases don't kill instantly, but these people died in the span of like 10 or 20 minutes, half an hour at the most.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, it's like they went the full progression of the entire disease in...
So
less than an
it's almost
hour.
as if it was accelerated, but the symptoms were accelerated somehow.
Yes. As if they went from initial infection to mortem, like, almost immediately.
That's terrifying thought.
Yeah. So, you hear... so, it lists the symptoms. It looks like inflammation of the lymph nodes and other filtering glands. A dark, almost black pallor. Bodies were found even in the initial investigation to have a high fever. Some people had vomited near where they were. Swelling of the lymph nodes on the neck, underarms, and inner thighs. And looks like the blackness, or the dark skin was ruled to be bleeding beneath the skin. Anyone with medicine can try and figure out what this disease sounds like, as it does sound familiar to at least some of you.
Yeah, roll anyways, why not? Hey!
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 2 nats, nice.
Very nice. Dimitri... So, Edwin, you've heard of this. It was some disease that hit... so anyone who got a 10 or more knows this disease sounds familiar. You'd think it hit somewhere in Europe a while ago. Shamrock Gray... so, Edwin, you got more than a 15. You know that this was a plague that did sweep through the country, through the lands. And Shamrock, Gray, and Dimitri, you know exactly what this is.
Spanish flu.
Bubonic plague.
Ooh.
Wait,
Oh no.
wait, what? Bubonic plague? Really?
Bubonic plague.
Ah,
The Black
Classic.
Death. But some immensely terrifying variant of it that can go from infecting and taking as much as a week or two for the victim to die, to going from infection to full death inside half an hour. Whoever this person is, they are someone you should not mess with. And on that note, we are going to call for tonight's session.
Holy shit.
cheerful note.
Cool.
Oh, fun.
Just the bubonic plague. It's not a big deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Casually.
Listen, fun and flirty, bubonic plague.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of the Unsung City. We'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night, Dream.